Hello everyone and welcome back to Chronos Plays Phoenix Wright Dual Destinies. Today we are actually investigating the robotics lab. Aura dropped us off with a warning not to touch anything until she got back. I wonder what's taking so long, but we can't really start the investigation yet, can we? Not even if we could, this mess makes it hard to tell what the room was like 7 years ago. Mr. Wright. Ah, it's the hostage taker. I am back to my usual self. You are still being monitored, however. But more importantly, an important guest has arrived. A guest? A chessboard. The steel samurai. An edgy prosecutor. Just runs over everyone. I'm here! Like, wait, whoa, wait a minute, Edgeworth.
I trust you've been well, Wright.
I have glasses now. You didn't have glasses before, right? Glasses are new? I don't remember you with glasses, so I'm gonna assume they're new. Edgeworth, what are you doing here? This is Miles Edgeworth. We've been friends since we were kids. We faced off in court a number of times, back when he was a prosecutor. But now... Hello, Prosecutor Edgeworth. Oh, but you're not a prosecutor anymore, are you? Are you a lawyer? He's chief prosecutor now. Oh, so he's still a prosecutor, but just important. Pretty soon it will be a year, right? A title is not nothing more than a title. Okay, that confused me for some reason, I don't know why. Don't we have more pressing issues to discuss? Talk. Miles. So what are you doing here, Edgeworth? The captain chose me as the prosecutor for the UR1 case. Wow, she's good. She went all the way up to the top. I gathered all the information I could in the short time that I had. I'll give you a rundown. Oh, you're always so well prepared, Prosecutor Edgeworth. Thanks, I appreciate it. I could really use the help. The UR1 incident. Let's start with a brief overview. The victim was the psychologist Dr. Athena Cykes. Yeah, Athena's mom. 7 years ago, on the 7th of October, her body was found here in this very room. I have 2 crime photos and the police notes on them for you to see. A jacket! I knew it! You knew what, Chronos? That she wore a jacket! That was a lab coat. Wait, what the fuck? But she is wearing a kimono. That's fine. Ugh, what a terrible way to die. What? Was she stabbed by the machine? I mean, she doesn't fit in that chair. That's one thing. This other photo shows the other side of the room, I see. I also have the autopsy report for you. Cause of death was a stab wound to the chest, the weapon pierced the heart, and so death was instantaneous. Whoa. The murder weapon was the victim's own katana found at the scene. Yeah, Detective Fulbright mentioned she was into Japanese culture. Her body was found by the Space Center staff members and 2 police officers. The police were called in because of the sabotage threat on the Hat 1 launch. Yeah, Director Cosmos mentioned this too. A few hours after the body was discovered, a suspect was arrested. The suspect was Simon Blackwell, a young prosecutor. Simon Belmont. Now here his trial was over in a flash. Yes, a guilty verdict was declared in only 1 session. Not only did he plead guilty, but there was decisive evidence against him too. The security camera video? And a photo of the moment of the crime. That doesn't look like a photo... Okay, 1 second. I mean, I guess... he would be in front of her at this point? Yeah. But did Prosecutor Blackwell have a motive? To this day, his motive is still unknown. He insisted he did it, but he never said why. He never says why. So that means he must still be hiding somewhere. Right, and there's another aspect of this case that was never revealed to the public. Yeah, I know, the part about the spy, right? Right! How on earth did you know about that? Director Cosmos told me, after a bit of pressure. I tore his fingernails off. He told me espionage and sabotage were behind the Hat 1 miracle. Don't worry, I won't tell anyone. She's just blogging. She like has her fucking camera up, like in a selfie style. It's like, I will never tell a soul. Right, chat? I've always been good at keeping secrets. No, you haven't. Well, I might as well tell you now. They really do suspect Blackwell of being a spy. They think he sabotaged the rocket and killed Dr. Cykes to steal the moon rock. But if you can prove that Hat 2 bombing is the work of the same spy, we can stay the execution. It's a possibility, but that's why I intend to help you any way I can. Thanks, Edgeworth. Now all I have to do is comb this room for evidence. Oh, let's do it together. I brought all the combs that I own. That's not what we meant, Pearl, but alright, cool. Badge? Must be nice finally having your attorney's badge back. Yeah, it's been 8 years. I'm sorry for all I put you through. No, I'm sorry I wasn't able to help you. Nah, I was the one that made the decision. But now you can stand in court again. And you can mow them down just like you used to. Way to put the pressure on a guy. And since when did I get such a brutal reputation? You went how long without losing a case? Another young life lost to the hands of a cruel killer. Edgeworth, you don't think Athena is the culprit, do you? Huh, that's up to the evidence and the truth they reveal, right? And what about the hostage situation? The law will deal with the hostage taker. Remember, we must never stoop to threats or acts of violence ourselves. Even if the people's lives are on the line. I mean, he may be a stickler for the rule of law, but I have no better ally in the world than him. I do not condone taking hostages, okay? If Aura is not the killer, and Blackwell is also not the killer, I can see where she's coming from. To put it mildly, right? You don't want your little brother to be executed for something he didn't do, even if he's confessing to it, but you know, like, the facts, sure. Nice, sorry about that. Hostages, right. I don't know, weird day today. Like, it was like, I don't know, a couple hours ago, I was like, oh, I'm gonna, record Phoenix Wright and maybe do an hour of or something. And then all of a sudden, it's like almost 5 o'clock and I haven't done shit all day. It's Saturday, so it's like a lazy weekend. And I also just looked at my phone in the middle of doing the episode and it was like, hey, you have like 9 text messages, 3 missed phone calls, and 2 voicemails. And I was like, oh fuck, what the fuck is happening today? Like, how did I miss all of that? It's nothing important, by the way. It's not like something urgent, but I'm just very confused at how like the last 3.5-ish hours disappeared. As I was saying about taking hostages, you don't do that, right? I get why. If she's innocent and her brother's innocent, which I'm assuming at least her brother is, I don't know about her just yet, but like I get it, right? You're trying to do what you can, not condoning it. Don't do that, but if I was in her shoes and I had a bunch of robots that would do my bidding, I probably already would have taken over the world. You're not wrong. Space Center design? Right. Please stop presenting random evidence just to see how that person would react. No! But that's the thing! I need to see how people react in order to question them. And what if the evidence that person isn't privy to? Haha, that doesn't happen. Much. Ever. You never change. And I'm afraid I'll never understand your assortment of oddball clients either. Yeah, I just take whoever will, like, pay me. But then they never pay me, and I really don't know what the fuck's going on. Like, I still hustle people in a gambling hall. I don't think he actually does that, actually, but I'm just making shit up. The Hope Capsule samples brought back from some distant asteroid. Apparently we're gonna have an asteroid orbiting the Earth for the next I think 2 months, was it? I think it's until end of November. It's not a huge asteroid. If it hit us, it would it would not be good for the area it hits, obviously. But I think they said it was like slightly bigger than like a bus. That's going to be, they're calling it our second moon, or temporary second moon, or mini moon. That's going to be orbiting us for a couple months, I guess. But that's pretty neat. Hopefully it doesn't hit us, like just its orbit goes awry for some reason. That would be unfortunate wherever it hits. It might not be like an extinction level asteroid, but if it hits somewhere, it's not going to be pretty. Risking his own life, the victim brought them with him from the launch pad. They must be very valuable. Yes, all nations are itching to get their hands on such materials. Right, this case may turn out to be more than just a murder case, you know. That's fine. Come what may, my top priority is to defend my client. What? Oh, okay. That's weird. Okay, so that was the pamphlet. The design. Oh, okay. I would have thought the... Yeah, I mean, I guess they both are connected. What about this thing? You know, did you even hear about the bombing, Edgeworth? I didn't get a phone call from you. Or anyone, actually, that I know. For the most part. I mean, I guess technically Phoenix wasn't there. Apollo and Athena were, but still. So, like, you not have any other outfits? You and Phoenix gotta have the same one? It's really weird. Okay, not weird, but you gotta have some variety. Even I have variety. I do, we've gone over this multiple times. I do have a bunch of clothes that are all the same. That's true. But, I don't know, sometimes you just, instead of wearing all black, you're black pants and a gray shirt. Such style. You're right. It's about as cluttered as my office, but I think it's a workshop, or workbench. Mr. Nick, I think this must be the kitchen. Look at the photo. See the cute little food processor? What? That isn't a food processor, Pearls. That's the Hope capsule. It was scheduled to be loaded onto the Hope space probe that fateful day. The two people who came to collect the capsule discovered the body. The first one on the scene, huh? A staff member and 2 police officers, was it? And they were here to collect the capsule, which reminds me... this bag to carry the capsule, okay. Is the tea important? Was she gonna poison him? Edgeworth, did those 3 people... Oh, Edgeworth, did those 3 people have a bag with them for transporting the capsule? You mean this? It's custom-made, shock-resistant bag. But how did you know? Oh, I just overheard Apollo make an inquiry about it, that's all. Huh, so he's looking into the case from 7 years ago on his own, is he? Robot. That's one heck of a robot. There's something written on it. Is that supposed to be a poem? I cut down anyone who displeases me. I make the rules. I am the law. I wield the ultimate gavel of judgment. I am Judge Tron JTO2. I don't believe we need to bother with that, Pearl. It's not even completed yet. He's right, Pearls. There's no sign of it in the photo from 7 years ago, either. They were building the Hope space probe here at that time. The murder occurred after the space probe had been removed from the office. So it was long gone by the time someone took this picture. But you can see the probe in the newspaper photo. Yes, and you can see the stolen moon rock there as well. Strange black and yellow thing on the left side of the picture? Oh. Note the same rock is absent from the crime scene photo. Right, they used the moon rock to evolve Clefairy. And then it was used up. I feel like I say this every visual novel that we play on this channel. Man, them flashbacks, they do a lot of flashbacks in these games. These types of games, I should say. Maybe it's just the ones I've played for sure, but still. So the person who stole it, think it was our spy? Oh, I'm sure of it. Dr. Cykes was probably killed because she was a roadblock to their plan. Unfortunately, the government thinks Prosecutor Blackwell is the culprit. I mean, if he was convicted and confessed to it. Yeah. What's this? It looks like a giant plug. Huh. It's attached to what looks like an electric vehicle charging station. That's a charging station for us robots. We come here periodically and charge ourselves up. Wow, machines that maintain themselves. That's pretty cool. If our batteries run dry, we lose consciousness. We never know what Miss Aura will do to us while we're down, you see. Nothing motivates quite like fear, huh? What's this? Looks like an arm. It's a giant robot arm? Yeah, maybe. You're right, Phoenix. It's pretty Bigfoot, huh? But you're right. I think these thin parts were the finger bones. They're even about as long as my legs. There's a spiked ball and a giant drill on the floor, too. Is Aura trying to build some kind of weapon of mass destruction? Maybe she wants to use it to demolish a big building or something. I can picture her gleefully tearing down the street, doing just that. I better not think about it anymore. Hey, look at the row of rolling cases. Bet the wheels make it easier for people to move heavy research trailers around. I bet they're fun to ride around in. We could even probably both fit into the biggest one. I know, we could have Prosecutor Edgeworth push us. I don't trust him enough to push us down a flight of stairs. I'm right here, you asshole. What does that fucking mean? Picture? Or his desk is a mess, though that doesn't surprise me. Oh, I just want to dive in and straighten it up. Wait, before you do that... It's, Athena Cykes. Clonco, can I talk to you? I really hope he's back to normal. You wish to speak with me, Mr. Wright. If you're going to hit me, please avoid the face. Hey, don't put me in the same class as that woman. What was Aura like 7 years ago at the time of the incident? When Mother died, Miss Aura was confused. Huh, so he calls Dr. Cykes Mother, but Aura Blackwell Ms. Aura. With the loss, she exhibited a severe cataclomine? Cataclomine? What the hell is that? I'm assuming brain juices, right? Let's see. Cataclomines. How about definition instead of all this AI bullshit that I don't trust? Back in my day, we had any class of aromatic mines that include a number of neurotransmitters such as epinephrine and dopamine. Epinephrine, sure. How do you pronounce it? What? Really? Catecholamine. Sure. Cool beans. Excuse me, but I have no idea what that means. Yeah, me too, Pearl. Get your phone. Pardon me, searching for alternate expression. She would spend nights crying and then take out her feelings on those around her. After Prosecutor Blackwell was found guilty, she repeatedly demanded a retrial as well. That is correct, but without new evidence, her requests were ignored. And then little by little, Miss Aura began to change. She started to hate it when I called her Mama Aura. And before long, she started hating the court system and abusing Clonco, huh? That would have destroyed so many lives. Right. Take a look at this paper on Dr. Cykes and Mrs. Blackwell's research. Ponko and Clonco, they're the robots with hearts that Dr. Cykes created. Can determine the presence of a human with their heartbeat detection system. Recognizes people by scanning their spacesuit or uniform jacket ID. Can also recognize a person by facial features once the face has been registered. Can infer people's emotion by analyzing their tone of voice and communicate with them. A heartbeat detection system lets them determine when a human is present. In addition, they can recognize... I just read all this. They can infer people's emotion. Yes, I know. I read it, and that is amazing. You're right. But hey, I don't know, Edgeworth. They might even be more human than you. What's that supposed to mean, dick? Kind of sounds like these robots can do what Athena does. Just with less murder. Maybe? Oh look, it's a little robot. I wonder what it does. Cleaning, maybe? Cleaning robot must follow a human's orders as long as it causes no human harm. Yikes. It talks. A cleaning robot must keep desk clean without violating the preceding clause. However, Miss Aura says she prefers a moderate level of clutter on her desk. Oh, what is the purpose of my existence? I guess it's get slack off and cut some corners in his vocabulary bank. Kill me! I'm like, okay, let's just go over here. It looks like an operating table. It's in the photo, too. Yes, it was here, then, as well, with the victim's body laying on it. There's a button over there. Oh, I know. I'm gonna push it. Pearls, don't touch the... Oopsies. Oh, it makes a robot. Okay. Hey, it's moving. Huh, it appears to be a robot assembly. Disassemble anything in a flash. Oh, disassemble anything in a flash. Push the dismantle button. That sounds pretty neat. Can I push it, Mr. Nick? Please don't push any more buttons. Pearls? Huh. I mean, is that how you killed her? I'd imagine. I mean, that's... Well, she is lower on the table. Well, no, not really. That would just be the worst gynecology visit. You're right. If she was lower, it could puncture her chest doing that. I don't know. What's this? An emergency ladder. And this must be the one they used during the evacuation. And Miss Blackwell was climbing down the side of the building. She saw the culprit inside. I wonder which would have been scarier, that or looking down. That means that's pretty high up, right? It would not be fun. Well, I guess that's it about this. That's about it for this room. So what do you think, right? Any ideas? Oh God, no. There are still a lot of gaps in the evidence. But I'll pull it off somehow, after all. He asked me to prove Blackwell's innocence, right, Edgeworth? What? He did? When was that? Was I here? Yeah, he called it a special request. He reached out to me when while I was still disbarred. Edgeworth's request. So that was what sparked you to get your attorney's badge back? Yeah, the Blackwell case. It was 7 years ago, right? And you haven't had it for 8 years? Mr. Wright, I have a request. I want you to clear one of my subordinates of suspicion. Hey, I'm not even a lawyer anymore, remember? Haven't been one for a long time. This room hasn't changed at all either. It's kind of weird, actually. That 8-year misunderstanding has been cleared up, and you must be eager to return. Oh, so this was recent. Okay. I'm sure you're familiar with the other case that ushered in the dark age of the law. Very soon, a convict will stand as a prosecutor in court. I want you to keep an eye on him. Ah, just when I'm beginning to actually like the job I have now. Right. I'm sorry I dragged you into this. Because of the espionage aspect, I wasn't free to give you all the details. Hey, no need to apologize. It's like I said on the phone the other day. Don't talk on the phone. They're listening, Phoenix. I know that the type of criminal you're after now aren't small fries anymore. Looks like your target finally decided to make a move. Yeah, it's for this very reason I returned. Time to bring it to an end. I'm gonna end the Dark Age of the Law. That's what this is all about. The Dark Age of the Law. The Dark Age of the Law? It sure comes up a lot these days. You're not fucking wrong, Pearl. It comes up a lot. On TV and the paper. Chronos just yelled. And I hear there's more false charges and fabrications of evidence than ever. When I became chief prosecutor, the court system had already lost the people's trust. It all began 8 years ago. A lawyer was caught fabricating evidence, and a year after that, a prosecutor was found guilty of murder. Wait, do you mean? That's right. He's talking about my case and Prosecutor Blackwell's case. No more bum raps. It was a downward spiral after that, and an absolute nightmare. After those two cases, the mass media launched an all-out attack on the courts. Honestly, probably deserved, really. I know Phoenix didn't falsify evidence intentionally, but if that shit happens, you kind of want the systems be held accountable, yeah? Though then again, it looks like they weren't really held accountable and people just started actually falsifying shit all the time. Public opinion was tainted, and before long, the legal world itself was sucked into it. Such a shame. Once suspicion forms, it's very hard to shake. Lawyers and prosecutors were supposed to trust each other, pursue the truth together. It's so sad when people begin to cast doubt. They start lying to themselves and each other. Yeah, and do absolutely anything to win. We're in an age now where winning is valued far more than truth. I'm sure it's caused our new chief prosecutor to lose many nights of sleep. He's like, no, what? I sleep like a fucking baby, screaming and shitting myself. Is it just me, or did his brow get even more furrowed the last time I saw him? The hostage taker's disdain for the court is a perfect example of the time. Sure is. Do you have any ideas who the hostage taker might be? Well, somebody who mistrusts the court system and who can manipulate robots. It can really only be Aura Blackwell. Who else but her would want a retrial of that case from 7 years ago so badly? Simon Blackwell's older sister and the owner of this room. I agree with your conclusion. Perhaps she intended to force Miss Cykes to confess. Actually, I think she had much more horrific plans in mind for Athena. The important thing is for you to solve UR1 and prove Blackwell's innocence. Oh, and then maybe she'll release the hostages! I'm counting on you, Wright, to set the prosecutor and those hostages free. I'll be counting on you in court to help me too. You better lie for me, Edgeworth! No, okay. So like, wait, what? Of course, I'll do everything I can to help uncover the truth. As this isn't an official trial, I'm more at liberty to be a little unorthodox. Mr. Wright, you are finished with your investigation. Yeah, but I'd like you to tell the hostage taker something for me. I have to go to the detention center. I can't start the trial until I've talked to Athena. She already giving her consent. I will accompany you to the detention center. So I'm still being watched, huh? I'll see you in court. Edgeworth. Even if I will be an undocumented trial, or even if it will be an undocumented trial, it'll be good to face you in court again. I always like getting my ass handed to me. She was right by my side only a few short hours ago. But I feel like I haven't seen her in ages. Oh, Mr. Wright! And Pearly, too! I knew you would come. After all, the first step in an interview with the first step is an interview with the defendant. And because you're my friend and I was worried about you. Yeah, thanks, boss. I'm not the only one who's worried, either. Really? Who else? I saw Ms. Woods today. She was so beside herself, she came to help me, to find me. She told me she used to live at the Cosmos Space Center. No wonder you knew so much about the place. Oh, so you know, huh? I'm sorry I didn't tell you. That's alright, but there are some other things I'd like to ask you. Sure, you can ask me anything. I promise I won't keep any more secrets from you. It's like we ask her one thing, fucking psyche locks just show up. The day of the crime. Tell me about the day Clay was murdered. I was actually at the Space Center that day. In the Space Museum. Right where the culprit fled to. That's not good. I never could fully deal with what happened 7 years ago. But when I saw the center again during the news coverage of the Hat 2 launch, I thought maybe if I went there and things would be different this time. That must have taken a lot of courage to face your past like that. So I went to the Space Museum the evening before the explosion. This was before the launch pads had been switched. There was a sign that said closed for repairs, and since I couldn't read, I just went in anyways. Yeah, the director couldn't very well switch the pads if there were people in there. But I snuck in anyways, yeah, I know. Did you want to see the Hat 1 group photo? The one with your mom in it? I did, but what I really wanted to see was her jacket. That jacket on display, that was Dr. Cykes. But I should have known it wouldn't be easy to get over such a traumatic experience. The second I saw that jacket, it all came rushing back to me. Oh, were you splattered in your mom's blood? Ugh. Everything around me went hazy and I couldn't see. I tried to get out of there somehow. And then I rigged up a bunch of bombs and blew the place up. I mean, no I didn't. I guess I passed out. When I came to, I was in the passages behind the rocket. I was in the shadows where people couldn't really see me. Maybe you got confused and went the wrong way when you were trying to leave? How long do you think you were unconscious, Athena? Well, I was out until about noon of the next day. I didn't even know about the explosion. When I woke up, nobody was around, so I just went out the boarding lounge too. My mind must have still been fuzzy because my memory is vague after that. I don't remember how I got home. No memory, huh? This is gonna be tough. Which means, what if I'm the one who killed Clay? I think that's enough, Athena. Let's talk about something else. So during the entire incident, she was unconscious in the Space Museum. Of course, I believe her, but will anybody else? Your mother's work. What kind of research did Dr. Cykes, your mother, what kind of research was Dr. Cykes, your mother, doing? Machines that could tell people's emotions by their tone of voice, and my special ability. Someday, when people travel to different distant planets, their companions will be robots. So she said that they had to be able to understand how their human companions felt. Oh wow, robots that can understand people. I was just a convenient subject for her research. All she ever did was work, and she never paid any attention to me. Oh, sorry about that, dredging up all that old stuff. No need to apologize. I guess her home life was complicated. Oh, by the way, Ms. Woods said something about you always wearing headphones. It was to drown out the voices. Oh, it's part of the research. Okay, never mind. I had to wear them every time I went out. I hated them so much, but she wouldn't listen. What were they for? Oh, she gave me some kind of explanation, but I don't remember now. It was too difficult for a little kid to understand. Okay, but let me say this one thing. I don't think your mother only thought of you as some handy subject for her research. We have no fucking proof of that, Phoenix. Okay? Like, we have nothing to even say that right now. Like, you're probably right, and I'm assuming you're trying to... I don't know, actually, what you're trying to do. Be considerate? Maybe, I guess? But we have no idea what her home life was. Nor what she had to do for her mother, or if her mother actually just used her as a test subject for her research. Or, not test subject, but like a research subject. We don't know anything. She's very not happy with it, obviously. maybe we can get to the bottom of it at some point, but we don't want to blurt out stuff that we have absolutely no basis for. I want to believe that, but just about the only thing my mother left me with her widget in this earring. Oh, it's beautiful. It's made out of a piece of real moon rock she had for research. Oh, so it's radioactive. Maybe she did love me in her own way. I'm sure of it. I'm really sure she did, because that's what I want to believe too. I better ask her a little more about her mother's research. I should show her the paper I found in the robotics lab. Alright, so we need to present that paper you said? This thing? I guess? Oh, the Clonco series! You must have gone to the robotics lab. You seem to really love Clonco and Clonco. Yeah, my mother made them and I grew up around them, you know. Oh, there's one of those cute little robots in this photo. It has boobs. See Clonco's bandages? I put them on her. I just wound them round and round and pretty bad job, huh? But I really did put my all into it. I hardly left the center in those days, so I didn't have any other human friends besides Junie. I didn't really understand the differences between robots and people back then. I thought if a robot is broke, bandaging it would help it get better. What a weirdo I was. And it looks like there's something written on the bandages. Yeah, I wrote stuff like, "Get well soon, Clonco." But in the end, my mom just put her on the operating table and fixed her in a flash. Oh, that must have been the thing I moved in the robotics lab. I was so impressed by what my mom did. I even asked her if she would put me on the table and fix me if I ever got hurt. It looked like magic to me, what she could do. A little girl who grew up around robots. She seems to have some good memories of it. 7 years ago. On a different subject, did you hear about the person holding up the Space Center? Yeah, a little. And this person has even taken hostages. I guess I better spare her the news about Trucy. Well, after some negotiation, we agreed to do a retrial of the case from 7 years ago. What? You're kidding me! So that means Prosecutor Blackwell might... Yep, I know he's innocent. I just have to prove it. So wait, did you know him back then? Yeah, he used to come visit my mom a lot. He studied psychology under her and would sometimes ask for advice on his legal cases. He is very kind of considerate and straight as an arrow. Unlike now, where he's more twisted than a basket of snakes. That's why I took the witness stand during the trial 7 years ago. You have to listen to me. He didn't kill her. His heart is screaming that he didn't kill her. I was a fool. How could anybody else know what I was talking about? She heard the voice of his heart. You were only 11 years old, right? You were very brave just to give testimony. Pearls is right. You did your very best you could at the time. But everything I said nothing I said did any good. I was shaken and scared little girl and small and ineffectual. Even after I went to live with my relatives in Europe, I stayed closed up in my shell. But you're different now. You're always so bright and cheerful and you steal like the drop of a hat. Kind of like all the other female assistants for some fucking reason. Thanks, that's because one day I came to realize that I had to fight. I couldn't give up. I exercised hard and I studied hard. I wanted to become the strongest lawyer I could. That's why I took anabolic steroids. Why you became a lawyer? I wanted to say Simon, but I had no idea how. Then I met Mr. Wright, and thanks to him, I realized that if I became a lawyer, I could prove that Simon was innocent. I also realized that psychology could help me do that. I mean, psychology was my mother's specialty. When I studied it, I felt like she was there with me, supporting me. It doesn't seem like Athena knows that Prosecutor Blackwell is due to be executed tomorrow. Let's tell her! I wanted to prove Simon's innocent personally. I wanted to do it so bad. Even now, I want to fly out there and go save him. Come to think of it, she said something like that during the Themis Legal Academy trial. She meant there was somebody she wanted to save. He must have been talking about Prosecutor Blackwell. I heard some prison guards say that you had an interview with Simon. How was he? Did he say anything? Oh no, I can't tell her. Yes, we can, Phoenix. Do it. How can I lie to Athena? You can't. He was doing well. He was happy about the possibility of being proven innocent. He was? I wonder if he smiled like he used to. Back then. I can't prove Prosecutor Blackwell's innocence in this trial. I don't think Athena will ever forgive me. I just have to free him. Failure is not an option here. Haha! I thought you might be here, Miss Lawyer. We're in trouble. We are? What is it? I couldn't find a single open courtroom. They're all in session. Oh no! But this is an emergency! It's very difficult to interrupt the trial once it's underway. I'll do it. Get a bomb. My phone. It's from Trucy. I told you I'd give you 1 hour. Okay. I guess it's time to pick one of the hostages. No, wait. We still have a little more time. Besides, all the courtrooms are being used right now. Make all the excuses you want, but you won't get any more time. Your daughter is first. The poor thing. She's a little too young to die, don't you think? No, don't you dare hurt her, because I will come and torture you to death. There has to be something I can do. The cruelest injustice is about to befall us. No, this can't be happening. Mystic Maya, help us! Wait a minute. Maya? Read somewhere that you were holding a trial in the middle of an exploding courtroom. Oh, are we gonna do it in the destroyed courtroom? Courtroom? Blew up. That's it! There is a courtroom we can use after all. Okay, time's up. Too bad. Any last words you'd like to say to her? Hold it! That's not a very good last word. Or, please, don't add to the crimes you've already committed. So you know who I am, do you? You know, we're not fucking stupid. It wasn't like I was trying to keep it a secret anyways. Alright, we're ready to start the trial. Who's gonna be the judge? You can hold it in the ruins of Courtroom 4, the one blown up by the bomber. Oh, what a wonderful idea, Mr. Nick. I never would have thought of that. An astonishing trial in an astonishing location. I guess it's only befitting. I'll go get the place ready right now. I didn't exactly pick the place for its astonishing factor. How about it? Are you ready to have your brother's innocence proven? My brother? Huh. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I forget to mention? He's not Simon. It's not Simon you'll be defending. What? Not Prosecutor Blackwell? I indict Athena Cykes on the charge of murdering her own mother. You'll be defending the little princess there, the one behind the glass. See you in the mountain of rubble you have chosen for your courtroom, Mr. Wright. What's she talking about, Athena? Of course. Why didn't it ever occur to me before? If Prosecutor Blackwell is innocent, somebody else has to have been there, the true culprit. Did I kill my own mother? No. No. I'd put a Vader sound clip there. Oh shit. Oh shit. No way. It can't be true. Mr. Nick, what's wrong? I see 5 black psyche locks. I've seen these kinds of locks before. Yeah, these are the ones you can't actually unlock, right? Dark black locks protecting a secret deep inside a person's heart. And there's no way to remove them. I don't think she did it. I mean, maybe? I don't know. I mean, that would be a twist, right? we could try to narrow it down based on who's available, right? If you think about it, so there's Orb, Simon, Athena, yeah? Those are all, like, suspects. I guess technically it could be Solomon, but we've already acquitted him of this one, so I don't think it's going to be that. There's really no one else available with connections to it, yeah? So is it one of them? It could have been an accidental, like, manslaughter murder, like, she... I don't know, knocked her onto the robotics table. But then again, I don't think she got killed by the robotics table because it's too high, right? Maybe she did. Oh no, the katana. Right. So of course she wasn't killed on it. She was stabbed through the chest on the katana and then just placed on the robotics table. Because when we first pressed the button, I was like, oh, that looks like it could stab someone and fuck them up real hardcore, but we already had the katana that stabbed her, right? So it couldn't have been that. So it couldn't have been accidental. From Athena's point, if it was. Guess we'll find out. Probably not next time, actually. Probably in like a couple episodes. Yeah, that's it for this episode, though. Thank you for watching. I'll see you all next time. Have a great day. Bye.